Should we check here? You want me to check YouTube?
You don't know if it's gonna work or not.
It might have worked. We might be
I'll
live.
go check the channel. Let's see if we're live.
Please check if we're live. I don't need to.
I think
Say-
we are.
Oh.
Okay, is another damn talk show?
It is. It is.
All one
Hello,
word, right?
world.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, look, there's the little live symbol on it.
So far.
Yes. It looks like we are live.
What is this?
Yeah. Can you hear us? Are we good?
Yeah. Can we hear ya?
Well, I don't know what Chris is doing.
What?
'Cause there's a
What?
delay. So.
Oh well, I haven't said anything. I was doing shit.
Everyone.
This is great content.
Everyone vote now for sound check. Who has the best hats, Chris or Karina? Go. Karina.
I like Karina's. Yeah.
I'll go with Karina.
See,
All right.
I can make mine. I can pull my hair through mine and it's got a ponytail.
It's like a magician's hat.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's got a ponytail thing,
That's awesome right there.
and it reminds me of the guy from Fat Albert.
Right, Bajan.
Oh my god. What you mean Mushmouth?
Yeah.
Can we all just look at Bajan right now?
Oh my god. Look at
Now who's
this.
got the best hat?
Now who's got the best hat, motherfuckers?
See, look.
That looks like a hat a pedophile would wear.
Yeah, Jack. Yeah. Go, Jack.
That's what she said.
See, you had to tell him. You had to tell him.
Now who's got the
So we're
best hat?
live-
Fuck you.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, what the hell? That's not even a hat. If
It
you
is
could
a
let
hat.
go of it, then I'd be impressed.
Yeah.
Oh my
Balance
God.
it, balance it.
If I could balance it, I'd be in the fucking circus.
All right. So let's. Okay. So
Is that what we are here?
Yeah.
I haven't got any
that
cool
sounded good.
hats. I want a cool hat.
okay. Walden, we have a couple of new segments that we're going to be adding to the show because Jack is on, and then he has this idea for this thing. It's called Jack's Improv, and it's a scenario for improv. And
So wait, should we throw down a quick order for that?
Well,
because Jack's starting it.
I've
So-
decided the best way is whoever's talking picks the next person.
yeah. So we
That's there you go. There
we
you
gotta
go.
really pay attention for that. So we're gonna have drink in the show, Karina first, then Jack, and then what we did during the week, question of the week, the inappropriate moment with Jack, advice column, Jack's improv, Florida Man news, and what the fuck news.
Nice.
And maybe
All
one
right.
day I'll get back to doing my shit.
Yeah, maybe one
Yeah,
day.
Bijan.
Sorry, I've been bad.
Yeah.
Hey. I understand completely.
I don't.
Well, all right.
Shocking.
Yeah, I've just it's really bad. I should be able to do it. So I don't know. I've just been lazy.
Well, you're
she
a
said.
terrible person.
I am.
You're a
Hey,
terrible
well,
per-
actually, if we get Jack on there, I can actually spread out the words more. So give everybody a chance to give me words.
How's it going?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Minimize the pedophile in every single.
Minimize the pedophile. New T-shirt coming 2022.
All right.
Actually,
is
that would be a
everybody-
popular T-shirt.
is everybody-
Minimize the pedophile.
Yeah.
I gotta lower the volume on.
Fuck.
All right. Are we all ready to go? I mean, because we are live right now, I believe.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Unless his computer crashed already. His brand
brand
new
new-
work.
Ma-
Really?
excuse me. New computer ain't crashing, my friend.
All right.
It's
All
too
right,
powerful.
If people are watching this right now,
Oh, that's right. It's not an Apple.
thanks for being patient with us. We're going to start the show right now. And here's a little reminder about how things used to be before Karina, Bijan, and Walden.
The road so far.
gynecologist. Can you imagine those guys are first year in medical school? They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna see a lot of vag, and then by the time they become a gynecologist, 10 years into, they're like, another pussy.
Well, here's the thing about that. Everybody thinks that it's the greatest job in the world. Okay?
No, you know what? It's gotta be the hardest.
It
job.
has to.
It has to be.
It has to be the worst job in the world. You know,
No, I don't know if it's the worst job.
no, I would think that it would be because there's some. I mean, there are some vages. They're total blue apples, and you don't want to get anywhere near them.
Yeah, and it's not always the way it was always. Maybe it's because they were overused, or there's always a reason why there's a bad vag.
Because they squeezed out like 10 puppies out
Oh,
that
yeah.
fucking thing. Yeah, Jesus.
When your vagina has stretch marks, you know things are wrong. We should research this. How to make your vagina tight.
Yes.
There are ways. I've heard of.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
But I don't know.
I-
I don't know any of them.
All right, here I got home
No, I
remedies.
would hope so.
Yeah, I would too.
5 home remedies for treating a vagina. How does a vagina become loose? All right. A woman's vagina is said to be loose when either the vagina walls are not tight enough,
Duh.
or has become very large. All right, who writes this stuff? It's like written for like
Who's the
every-
medical doctor behind this? There has to be
Yeah.
a medical doctor behind this.
Dr.
That's-
Feintush.
Fre- frequent masturbation and sexual activity will loosen your vagina.
That makes sense.
How to find out if you have a loose vagina?
I'm sorry, Jack. You lost Jack, you lost it right there. I totally missed it. How to find out what?
It was the next part of the article. How to find out if you have a loose vagina? I mean, if you have
Ask
to
the
figure it
nearest man who you fucked last.
out.
I gotta say that is a little bit much there, Jack. But hey,
Hey, maybe some women aren't aware of it.
there are women right now that listen to this show. I know they they do. Therefore, we are trying to provide you with some educational things that you need to know. If your vagina is like the size of a shoebox, okay?
All right. According to this medical website, if you can insert 2 fingers into your vagina
Oh my
without
God.
any resistance, you have a loose vagina.
Yeah, well, then a lot of women that I've been with, and I guess I didn't know it until I was able to fit my whole hand up there. They must have a loose vagina.
Number 2, the doctor says, if your partner complains that he's not enjoying sex, then you may have a loose vagina.
Obviously, yeah.
That would be clue number 1, wouldn't it?
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
You think you know me, think you know me, think you know me.
Yeah, I'm on the radio, number 95. Take me to the home, take boots and ultra loud. See heaven, back to horse show.
All right, another damn talk show for your November 14th. God damn it. November 14th. All right, Karina, can you believe this? Holy
No.
shit.
So was the throwback just to say that we used to play music on the show or something?
Oh, well, no, it was more lines of I'm getting to that. Shut the fuck up, Bishan. Anyway, on the show today, we have the one, the only Karina Ruskin, joined by Bishan Ransford, Walden Scott, and as many know who have been listening to the show for the past 2 previous shows, Captain Jack Kennedy has returned, and now he's on the show with us. I mean, we didn't think that this was going to happen for Sundays, but we're going to try it every once in a while. Jack, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
All right. I figured I would introduce the road so far just for this show because you're on with all of us. So, Bijan, what's happening?
How can we forget
So
the
much.
vagina story?
Yeah,
I
your
know.
vagina story. I don't know. I don't know how they came to be, honestly. But with you, it's always something.
Clearly too much fucking.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Bijan. All right. So, what's been going on with you, Bijan? What have you been up to?
Are you really going there? I thought
No.
we gave that up a long time ago.
How's
I
it going?
have to do.
Work.
Well, all right. Well,
Tell me more.
Oh, I get up in the morning, I drive there, I do a bunch of work, and I come home. Actually, I do still enjoying a lot more board games that I've been playing and stuff like that, so that's fun. I'm
Ooh.
still getting into the whole tabletopping again.
Ooh, what are you playing?
I'm enjoying. Last game we played was actually we've been playing Marvel Champions, which is actually a card game, which is actually pretty damn fun. It's yeah. We defeated the Rhino. That we realized when we were playing, fought the Claw, and then we realized we were doing something wrong, and it was a lot more difficult. But we barely defeated the Rhino, so it was good.
The Rhino.
Is that a dice game?
No, it's actually a card game.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like everybody gets you get a deck of cards per which hero. So it was Spider-Man, which was played by my girlfriend, Black Panther, which was played by a coworker, Iron Man, which was played by another friend. Huh?
Were they black?
No, nobody was black. And then I
That's
played Captain Marvel. And we fought the Rhino and we defeated him, so it was fun.
Is the Rhino like an actual villain? Is
Yeah,
it a
Spider-Man
Marvel
villain.
villain? Is it? I've
He's
never
a
heard of that.
Spider-Man villain.
I'm just
Yeah,
picturing
Spider-Man
like
villain.
they ran out of ideas and it's just an actual Rhino, like
No,
a
that's
Pokemon.
old school. Rhino's way back in the day. He was actually in one the second iteration, not the Tobey Maguire ones, but the second iteration of Spider-Man movies.
Oh,
He
really?
made an appearance at the end where it was actually the wrong person to put in the Rhino suit in that movie. If you guys remember that.
Oh yeah, that was
It
horrible.
wasn't it that it's a good actor who they put in there, but it was the wrong person to put in there. It was Tony Giamatti. I forget the guy's name.
I don't know.
Yeah, they had him just robbing banks and stuff. So
Yeah, but he was like he's a
Yeah.
tiny ass guy, where the Rhino is actually this big muscular dumbass guy. who's
Paul.
but they actually,
Paul
because they
Giamatti.
made it, yeah, Paul Giamatti. Thank you.
Giamatti.
That's it. But
Yeah.
like he's like the totally wrong casting. You need somebody like some big ass muscle bound guy to be the Rhino. Yeah. So
He
it doesn't
was
make
the
any sense.
Rhino. Oh
Yeah,
my.
he was the Rhino.
What else?
Yeah,
I
it was like-
recognize him. What else has he been in? He's been in.
He was in
He was in
Pig Liar and no,
he was
he's been
in
in a lot of things.
Howard Stern's Private Parts. He
Yeah.
was in. He played Pig
Yeah.
Farm. Anyway.
Yeah, he's another one of those like really good actors who only gets like secondary roles. So
But he's always in movies. That's the thing.
yeah,
like,
he's in a lot of
Truman
movies,
Show?
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's been in a lot of movies. He's been in a lot of
the
movies.
last
so-
movie I saw him in was a wine tester.
Oh, really?
Wine
Yeah.
Some.
I don't know why I watched it, but hey, I was like,
sommelier.
Being a wine
Hangover.
test. That will most certainly take us to our first segment, which is the drink of the show. So here we go.
Segway.
Aha. I forgot to tell you.
And now it's time for Drink of the Show, brought to you by the Epical Radio Network.
Hey, I got a beer. Want some?
So for today's show, it's a very special show, as always, as I mentioned before. Jack's on the show, the originator of the drink of the show. So Karina's going to go with her drink, and then Jack has one for us as well. Go ahead, Karina.
All right, so this week's drink is called the Vikings Testicle, but it's also called the Flirtini.
Yes!
But we're going with Vikings Testicle.
Viking
for Walden.
testicle.
I don't see how those
So-
two pair up, but that's okay.
that sounds like a great
Yeah.
tattoo.
I mean, we were talking about vagina at the beginning of the show. Let's talk about testicles now. I mean,
I don't. After you
Segue.
tell us what's in it, I'll tell you which name is a
How's it
better
going?
suited. But continue
Yeah.
with the Vikings testicle.
So it has 1 ounce of vodka of your choice, 1 ounce pineapple juice, and 5 ounces of champagne. So
Ooh.
you fill a rocks glass with ice. You add the vodka and pineapple juice to a shaker. Then you shake the mixture vigorously for 5 to 10 seconds and strain into the glass. And then you slowly add the champagne into the drink and serve. So it sounds kind of like, sounds light. So it sounds kind of like a light, yummy goodness drink.
Okay. Yummy goodness approved by Karina. Thank you very much. Jack, what do you have?
Okay, so it's already halfway through November, so I figured we'd get a holiday drink. Get ready. This one takes a while to make, so it's called a Bailey's and coffee ice cube.
Oh,
That's
hell
what it's
yeah.
called. So you make some coffee, and then you freeze it in ice cube containers.
Okay.
So that's gonna take some time, and then you just once you have your ice cubes made out of coffee, you mix it in 2 ounces of Bailey's Irish cream, 6 ounces of half and half, and 2 ounces of vanilla cream. So, and then I guess the coffee cubes will melt and make real cool swirls.
There's a lot of cream involved there, Jack.
Yeah, like like cream. Yeah, cream.
Sound clip. First one. I like cream. How's it going?
That's what she said.
So it's more of a flavored drink, not a lot of alcohol in it. But if you like coffee,
Oh yeah.
It sounds good.
then you might like this drink.
Bijam will not like this drink.
No, I will not.
No.
I'll take the Vikings testicle.
It's too bad I have background music. I can't, because that would have been great without the background music. I'll take the Vikings testicle.
Although I have to say that from going back to that one, I don't know what was the other alternative name for that one.
Flirtini.
The Flirtini is, I think, a better sounding name than a Viking testicle, because I mean, when I think Viking testicle, I don't think pineapple juice and like
champagne. Yeah.
Champagne. That sounds like pretty damn tasty. Whereas just a Viking testicle doesn't sound that tasty. But
I thought you were saying, in my experience, a Viking testicle or any testicle is not tasty.
that's true. Yeah,
I've tasted many a testicle.
I was waiting for some kind of like salted caramel flavor liquor or something to go in there. Or something.
Jeez, oh man.
Jeez.
Wow.
This
It's
is
a
my
very-
life, folks.
very
This is
salty
my
drink.
life.
And then you use cotton candy on the edges and stuff.
Korean's gonna like
brown cotton candy.
Oh my God, we're losing Karina. Look at her.
Covered in
Look
blood.
at her. Everybody, just direct your attention to her.
We're gonna give Karina a fucking aneurysm one of these days with these
One of
stupid
these
jokes.
days it's-
She has to
you know
take her
what?
headphones off and just lie back and just suffer through like a hiatus hernia for 10 minutes or something.
Here's the thing, though. When that happens, I'm gonna feel bad, but I'm gonna blame you guys for doing it.
Sometimes it's just funny testicles, and then there's not funny testicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweaty
All
balls.
right. So thank you,
Scott again.
Karina, thank you, Jack, for the drinks. Once again, everybody, if you want to send us a drink, please send it adtspodcast@gmail.com. Karina, are you all right over there? Oh my God.
Chris.
All right. Yeah. Yes. sir.
Chris.
She's been drinking some
Yes, sir.
some Viking testicles already.
Yes, sir.
Chris. Paul
Yes.
Giamatti was also in the 2003 film American Splendor.
American Splendor.
I'm just going to chime in with Paul Giamatti
Oh,
facts
oh,
throughout
God
the show,
damn it.
just for you.
All right. I was wondering where you were going with that. But all right.
Hey,
So-
Paul Giamatti, if you're out there, give us a call.
Yeah. Call in.
Sure. All right.
You never know. You
Actually,
might
we
call.
don't even have a call number, do we?
No, we don't.
That's what the internet's for. What's that
Yeah,
email,
sure.
Chris? Where can Paul Giamatti email us?
You can email us at adtspodcast@gmail.com. Once again, you can send your drink in there, or you can also give us,
Can't
ask
email
us
a
for
drink.
Advice column question.
questions. Well, we have a question of the week
Yeah.
page.
And
So-
give us your opinion on Paul Giamatti's 1999 film Man on the Moon.
It was Jim Carrey.
That was Jim. He was in that movie.
He was in that movie, yeah. He was in that
Paul
movie.
Giamatti's publicist is going to send us an email of cease and desist.
Yeah.
Stop talking about how Paul Giamatti was in the 2011 film Ironclad ADTS.
Oh my. All right. Hey, God damn it.
Hello, YouTube. Carry on, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You know what? Jack, we've covered what you've been doing on the past show, but I do know that this is new for you when it comes down to podcasting with Walden and Karina. Not as much as Bijan, but you want to give these guys insight of what you've been doing for the past couple of years?
I
5
went.
years?
I went back to college and I got a new degree and a new job. So I just been really busy and raising my son, and that's about it.
That's
Kind
awesome.
of boring. Kind of boring. This
There's like
living-
years and
just
years
living.
of hard work you just summed up in one sentence. Raising a kid, going to college, getting a degree, a new job. That's hard shit. And you're like,
Yeah.
that's about it. Just those few things there. No
Yeah.
no sweat.
In the meantime, he
no,
forgot
no
what-
Viking balls.
Yeah. In the meantime, he just left out during a pandemic, like
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but it is good. to
Well,
have
actually,
you.
didn't you just finish you got your degree and everything, and like got your job right when the pandemic started, basically?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh,
That's
Jack,
hard work.
it's crash
what-
course in training, basically. But anyway,
Jack,
Oh yeah.
Didn't you have something that you were going to bring to the show? Something, a visual that you said you were going to bring to the show?
do you have an
What's that?
actual Viking testicle?
No,
Can we see it?
Not a Viking.
I am part Viking though.
Oh, well then let's see your
Yeah.
testicle.
Whoa.
No, you're not seeing it.
If I was in England right now, that'd be acceptable because I hear they're all pedophiles over there. But
Yeah.
Every
wait.
single
well, they're
one.
not pedophiles, but you can make jokes about it.
No, all right, listen. No testicles will be shown today, okay? We will not be showing testicles.
But we're
If
okay to
Boris
show
Johnson's
pedophiles
out there,
If people want to show
I'm sure
other
Boris
things,
Johnson's
but no
drinking some
testicles,
Viking
no
testicle right now.
No testicles.
I wish I had a light sheet right now and I just hold it up and be like,
Oh, that's probably what Boris Johnson's testicle looks like.
Oh,
Just
really?
A whole lychee.
That's
Slimy and gooey and not suitable for this show.
So I was over at Jack's house, and this is why I mentioned this. I was over at Jack's house. What was it? It was like 4 weeks ago, and I looked over, and I'm trying. We're talking about something serious, and I stopped mid sentence because I see something in front of me that just it strikes me funny, and I said, Jack, listen, is that a
Viking's
Donald
testicle?
Trump?
Oh yeah. I
Donald
forgot.
Trump teddy bear?
I'll be right back. I have a special guest, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Donald Trump live on the show.
Oh wow.
Let's see those Donald Trump testicles.
Not Donald Trump testicle.
Oh my God. Don't get us banned.
Put these all as a hashtags in the show description. Who knows what sort of following
No
we'll
real
get.
testicles were harmed during the making of this show.
Look at this shit.
What
This
Nice.
Wow.
Hey, beautiful.
He's beautiful.
That's awesome.
He's a beautiful
You guys
guy.
are all beautiful.
that hair is pretty on par for Donald
I
Trump.
know.
Look at that.
I was taken back by it. I was like, is that a Donald Trump bear? He goes, yeah, it is. And I was like, oh my.
I forgot all about that. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Wow, that's great. I mean, bit thinner than Donald Trump, but
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I don't feed him any fast food, so
And it goes with what we put on the show today. That he approves the message that we deliver. So that's important.
I approve this bear. Is that right? Is that supposed to be an actual Donald Trump bear, or is it just a bear that looks like Donald Trump?
it's called a Trumpy bear.
It's actually called a Trumpy bear.
Yes.
I
There's
mean,
the American flag, cape.
If
He's like a superhero.
If you lift up that cape, has it got like instructions of how to storm the Capitol building or anything underneath? No.
I don't know.
Oh!
Oh my God.
That's what he does, right?
fantastic.
The Trumpy
All right,
bear.
so,
I want a Trumpy bear.
yeah, I thought the
Go to
Trumpy
Amazon.
bear was actually.
I want a Trumpy bear.
I thought that was actually pretty cool. Why don't we, being that we've actually started a brand new thing. Now we've been doing the question of the week for a while, but we actually have a page for it, which is more convenient than it has been in the past. So why don't we go and do the question of the week now? Get that out of the way, because we actually have to cover two questions.
Uh-oh.
One was actually brought to us by a listener, which is amazing.
And now it's time for Another Damn Talk Show's Question of the Week.
We really, I mean, as much as we like to keep him on this, we really got to change that
Yeah.
freaking question. It's way too intense.
It's
No, but that's
since he
perfect
died.
though.
It's weird since he died. R.I.P. Whiskey Boy.
I spoke with Whiskey Boy today, as a matter of fact.
With a
He-
medium? How did you do that?
Yeah, yeah.
Died years ago.
So, hey, I just found that we can sort the comments by most recent.
Okay.
Oh, this has sorting again. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, it's funny. Facebook is constantly changing, which is amazing to me. It's like I would just like it to be one way, so it doesn't fuck with us. It's constantly fucking with us.
How's it going?
So-
Fuck Facebook.
How's it going? All right, so we are going to go with the question. The first one that we're going to do was posted on November 7th. And how are we going to set this up, Karina? Is we're going to do it as most recent, or do you want to do it that way? Okay. So the first question that we're going to cover is, if you could have dinner with anyone from history, who would it be? And we're going to arrange this to most recent, and I'll take this one. Tina HS says, "Oh geez, this was my college entrance essay question. Back then I said Harry Truman. Now I'm going to have to think about it." I'm so glad that she thought about
Well,
it.
hopefully she responds later in the threads.
So, Karina, do you want to go next with that?
Yeah. So next we have Anita Nori, who said Wu Zhao, the only female empress to China.
Okay, that's not
Here's
bad.
Wu Zhao. They will have to look that up now.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only female empress to China.
Hey.
Really, Jack, did you just really say that?
Well, I mean, I don't know anything about her. Like,
Oh,
any,
okay.
I don't know if she did anything good or
But
not.
Jack, listen, I do.
She's the president.
She was the only female. empress to China. All right.
Chris, terrible.
All right. I know, right? Anyway, Jack, why don't you go next?
All right. Rich Michael says, Jesus, I want to be invited to the Last Supper. Laugh out loud.
Okay.
And
Well,
Katie-
if that happened, that wouldn't be the Last Supper.
True.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
Katie Marion says Ben Franklin.
Okay. And Walden?
Doesn't have Facebook.
Thank
He
you.
doesn't.
Haven't had
He
it.
never has Facebook.
It's been a year, Chris. Jiminy Buffett says Paul Giamatti, the star of the 2009 film Cold Souls.
Walden. Now,
You asked for that. You asked for that, Chris.
No, I did not, because let me put it to you this way. I spoke with Walden earlier in the week, and he said, "Oh, you know what? I have to get on there." And so he's on there. He just is not looking there right now.
I don't have Facebook. I have a blank Facebook account that I use only to promote my business. And
I thought you were on there.
No, I don't use it. I don't have it. I just use it for. I don't have Facebook, but I will
Excuse me,
read. Keep coming to me
you
because
have
I can read the answers. Don't you worry. I'll tell you an answer. You keep going, Chris.
Okay. Excuse me. My mistake. Okay, so we have Sammy Rodriguez that says Frida. How do you say that? Frida Kahlo?
Frida Kahlo.
Kahlo. You know what? Pick a normal name. Normal person.
Hey,
Okay, go
Frida's a Viking name.
ahead. All right. Well, okay. Anyway, go ahead, Karina.
Frida balls.
Sarah Loreline said, "I second Nikola Tesla. As soon as I read the question, Tesla. Laugh out loud."
All right. Jack?
Hey, before that, according to Riley Martin, Tesla's still alive. Remember?
Tesla is still alive?
So Riley Martin said he's living on a spaceship.
Oh,
the
that's
Venuvians or what it is.
He's with the
Yeah.
Biovians. He's with
Yeah, the Biovians. With the Biovians. Okay. Eric Engelman. He says my grandmas never got to know them. They both passed when I was 3.
Christiane Catherine Salad says Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
Saladay, sorry, right?
Salad.
Christiane Catherine Saladay. Yes. Said Abraham Lincoln.
Oh.
Yes. Bethany Long says, my dad.
Oh, you skipped Walden.
Hmm.
Yeah, Chris. God.
Bethany Long says, my dad. I'm gonna make I'm gonna say something here that this is something that was brought up by Karina today earlier. Now, I appreciate the fact that people have relayed that they want to spend time with their loved ones that have passed on. Certainly, I would too. But this is history.
Hey,
History.
hey, you know what? In defense of our listeners, they are technically from history, so
Famous.
it's like you can't.
Famous people. Famous. It says famous.
It doesn't say famous. It says if you could have dinner with anyone from history, who would it be?
Don't correct me on that.
Don't.
You never said famous.
You're doing it again. Stop it.
All right, cool.
All right. So we have Karina. You want to go next?
John Redzak says Rod Serling.
Okay. And Jack?
Ty Gayhart says Nikola Tesla. That's 2 Teslas.
2 for Tesla.
Well, because we're going reverse order. That's why it's
Yep.
Tesla calls.
And Rich Salad says I think I met him, so I hope he understands.
Here's
the last of the Mohican tribe.
Salad, Sedule.
I know it's Saladay. I know it's Saladay. I just keep saying that because I know it annoys you.
Just let us go.
Yeah, it was the last of the Mohican tribe.
Let us.
This is the shit I put up with. All right.
It's a great joke. Fuck you.
Craig Reese. He says Genghis Khan or Beethoven, Abe Lincoln, and Joan of Arc. Oh, and then Hank Aaron. Okay. So, wow, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I thought we only have one choice.
Right.
He's having a true dinner party.
I guess so.
There's only 2 seats at this table, my friend.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, maybe
Vanessa
that's what he's
Anderson.
thinking.
Vanessa Anderson says Elizabeth Blackwell.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
And Jack?
Steve Walsh says my paternal grandfather.
And finally, we have Agent Lang with Steve Gaines from Leonard Skinner.
All right.
Nice.
Well, there we go.
Who would you all want to have dinner with?
Well, that is the part. That was the part where we all go around the table. Right?
Okay.
All right.
So who are we going to start with? Do you have somebody?
Yeah, we're going to start with Walden this time because he has...
Don't say Paul Giamatti.
Fuck you!
Thank you for stopping him on that one because I was just about to say that. No Paul Giovanni.
Okay.
Paul Giamatti's grandfather. No.
No.
Even though he was great in what film?
No, I would probably go for Ben Affleck. Ever since I saw him in the 2003 film Paycheck with Paul Giamatti, I think that would be. I don't know. My honest answer to this question is I wouldn't want to have dinner with anyone I don't know, even if they are a celebrity, because you just sit. But how awkward would that be? Imagine sitting there like talking to fucking Beethoven, and he's speaking in German, and all he wants to eat is sausage, and you're like, "This is the worst dinner I've ever had."
Wait! Wouldn't he hear you? He wouldn't hear you
wouldn't
anyway,
hear you.
right?
What are you
Oh
talking
yeah, he was
about?
there. But, I don't know. Was that Mozart? Oh no, was that Beethoven?
That was. I think that was Beethoven.
Oh, Mozart. Oh yeah, one of them was that.
No,
It's-
Mozart
yeah.
was not dead.
Yeah, it's like
Mozart
going to
died
watch
just
the
young.
Formula One with Stevie Wonder. I'd just be like, this is weird. I don't want to do it. It's just no. No,
Well, again, it doesn't have to be a famous person. It's just anyone from his.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. If we're gonna take this question like accurately, maybe I'd have dinner with myself, and then I could say how fucking annoying I am, and then I might calm down.
Oh, that's an interesting answer.
I'm not supposed to agree with it, Bijan. Fuck.
What?
Yeah, you
Sorry.
are pretty annoying. That's a good idea. Well done. Yeah, well done.
No, I said it was an interesting answer to have dinner with yourself, because you are technically from history.
Technically, yeah. You stop. You blowing my. You're twisting my melon, man.
So, Chris, who would you like? To
I
have
hope
dinner
Chris
with?
says Paul Giamatti.
No,
He's
I
a
was
fellow
act-
Italian.
No, I was actually thinking of I think either Albert Einstein or Adolf Hitler, one of the two.
Wow. Or both.
I would think more Adolf Hitler, and this is why. Because I would have to. Would you get that off? Stop it! I just would want to get inside his mind and figure out why he did everything that he did. You know, I mean, the horrible things that went on in that man's mind. I have to know. I have to know why he thought this way. Why he had to eliminate the Jews and all that stuff.
Unfortunately, I think you would get a really boring answer of just simply like that it was the right thing to do and they deserve the punishment.
And I would be like, why is it the right thing to do?
Do you know what though? What Hitler did was not new. Like like one of the kings of England. I can't remember who it was. Probably like Edward or something. He did exactly what Hitler did, just like 500, 600 years earlier. We literally persecuted the Jews, killed all the Jewish household heads, and threw them out of the country. And then like 600 years later, we're like, oh, bad's Hitler. I was like,
yeah, no, there's also been, I think
copycat.
there's like, I can't remember who it was like Chinese or something. I remember some other country where like somebody like some culture took all these people and like just locked them in a cave and threw a rock in front of them just to get rid of this entire tribe.
Wasn't that Jesus?
No, that was just him.
Oh, is that just him?
That was just him, and he
Great
was dead
escape
already.
room.
Dead already.
Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. That's who I would choose.
That's fine. That's fine.
You'd have to learn to speak German though, Chris.
Just bring a translator with you.
Thank you, Jack.
Hey, this table only has 2 seats. We
Yeah.
already established that. You're gonna make him stand through the whole chair? God damn it.
You can have Albert Einstein as a translator.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Because he
I'd
spoke
love
English.
to see that dinner though. Adolf Hitler, Albert Einstein, and fucking Chris Starr. That'd be fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I'd pay to watch that dinner.
Yeah.
So
All
who's
right.
next?
I think. Let's see. We did Walden and me. What about Karina? You go ahead.
Jim Morrison.
Oh,
Jim Morrison. Oh, nice. Okay.
That'd be a lot of drugs in that dinner.
Hell yeah, there would.
He'd be like, babe, let me light your fire.
Bijan, we're gonna go with you next.
Oh shit.
Anybody
That's
with
a-
cat
that's a
ears
tough
on.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, fucking right. I know Bijan.
No, I mean, honestly, I was gonna say the person I would like to have is he's not dead yet. So, but
Who is it?
It would have been Weird Al.
Oh.
But no, it's oh, you mean Paul Giamatti?
Did Weird Al and Paul Giamatti ever play?
You know what? I don't know.
Anything
You know,
yet?
they might have actually ended up in a movie together before, but that's anyways. But no, I don't know from history. Oh no, does it have to be a real person? Because I heard the only person I would really like to talk to hated the character I wanted to talk to him about, and that would have been what's his name? So, Sir, how was it? The author of fucking Sherlock Holmes.
Paul Giamatti.
Conan Doyle.
Yeah. But he hated Sherlock Holmes. So,
Really?
but yeah, he only did that to make money to write his other books. And he
Wow.
hated the fact that he actually had to write those stories.
And
unfortunately, that's all he's really remembered for.
Sherlock Holmes was originally a woman.
Really?
Wow.
The
I
original,
didn't know that.
original Sherlock Holmes character was a woman. I can't remember the name.
Oh,
though.
wow.
I'll find the name for you, Bijan.
Was it
Was
Enola
it
Holmes?
was it
No.
Was it
Irene
Pauline,
Adler? It wasn't Irene
Giamatti?
Adler.
It was
It wasn't Paul
Paula
Giamatti.
Paula Giamatti, I think.
All right. So, Jack, listen. Now, hold on. Now, I gave you plenty of time to think. All right.
Oh, I got answers.
All right. Good.
Okay, so I have 2 choices. Okay, one to just make fun of because I think it'd be funny.
Okay.
I'd bring Marie Antoinette back to have dinner with her, and I'd just feed her like a whole table of cakes.
Oh, okay.
Because she said let him eat cake, and like led to like the French Revolution and stuff.
Right.
And and then someone I would like to talk to at a dinner, I have dinner with Nostradamus. I'm like, what the fuck were you trying to tell us?
No, you won't, because I would never let you. Okay, because I would never let you.
Hey, you don't have any say in this dinner
No,
party. Everybody got their own
Let me tell you
thing.
what. No, wait a minute. You don't have to say so in this, because let me tell you something. The first person that has to hear about the end of the world from Jack is me. He never calls you. He never calls anybody else. He always like, guess what I found out, or guess when the next asteroid's gonna zip by Earth.
You know what? We can. Hey, Chris, I'll work with you on this. We'll get an actor to play Nostradamus to trick Jack, and you know who'd be played by?
Paul Giamatti.
That would be.
I mean, he was.
That
the
would be
first
a
one-
funny skit. Have
He
someone
was the
play
first one.
Nostradamus.
Jack was the very first one to tell me about the end of the world in 2012. He's like, it's in the Mayan calendar, man. You should look into it. Google it. I'm like, shut up. I don't want to hear about it.
Chris, what if
Yes.
the world did end and we're now all just living in the Matrix and we think it never?
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know about
You know,
that.
actually, I started helping you out on that actually after you left the show for a while, because like I started thinking those articles about like the asteroid that was supposed to hit Earth, and I would always post it on Chris's timeline and stuff like that.
That stuff really ticks him off.
You know what?
Yeah, I know. He used to get mad at me. I'm like, what? I thought it was interesting to think that an
All right.
asteroid might actually hit
But
us.
hey,
That's kind of scientifically cool.
In my
but-
defense about the end of the world, Nostradamus didn't always just say the end of the world stuff. He pretty much predicted all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah, but most of the
Yeah.
time it was.
So did The Simpsons.
yeah.
chaotic.
Oh, this damn- what is up with the Simpsons? They're like those writers for the Simpsons know things.
Yeah.
They're the descendants of Nostradamus.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so let's move on. As I mentioned before, we have this page now for question of the week. It certainly makes things a lot more easier. And now, because we have all these members that have joined, they have posed questions of their own. And this is really what we wanted to do here at Another Damn Talk Show for the longest time. And I think one of our honorable mentions right now is Rich Michael. He ended up bringing us this question. If you could bring back something, or if you could bring something back from back in the day, what would it be? And so we're gonna go to most recent when it comes down to that, and I'll start. Angela Freeze says drive-in movies.
They still exist.
They do, but
Yes,
they are pretty rare.
They're rare, though. Yeah,
Right.
to be fair, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right,
And
so
Karina, you want to go next?
yep. Rich Michael says parachute pants. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, they
And,
stopped suddenly.
I used to have parachute pants. I used to think they were so cool.
Okay,
Rocking
and
the pants.
so Jack, do you want to take the next one?
Yeah. Judy Baffalini Darcy says more fun, wholesome TV shows like the Andy Griffith Show, the Dick Van Dyke Show, not so many crime shows or violence.
Okay.
She also says that she would also like kids being more physically active, playing outside, not necessarily organized sports, but just getting together to play, ride bikes, etc. Also playing board games inside, not so much on electronics.
Kind of like you were doing,
Yeah, no, actually, I like board games. So
killing the rhino.
Colin Williamson says children's programming on TV, but it is not allowed on streaming platforms, only on TV with commercials. Kids these days will never know how good they have it with no commercials and the ability to pause a show or a movie.
you know what? I think it would be funny if like somebody went and they like downloaded all these kid shows and then edited it in commercials just to make their kids watch it.
I'd agree with that, but like commercials these days are terrible compared to the commercials of the old days. In the old days, they were edgy and fun and silly, and now it's just like some fucking bullshit about like some shitty product that no one wants,
actually,
and it's not even
the
slightly
commercials
creative.
The commercials on like kid shows now just advertise other kid shows.
Yeah,
They don't actually.
Whoa, go watch this
We
other
don't have.
show!
We don't have like the He-Man toys or any like action
toy
figures and stuff like that.
commercials,
Those were fucking
yeah.
fantastic. I don't know.
I used to love toy commercials.
Don't you want Fanta? Fanta?
Yeah, see, there you go, Chris.
Yeah,
We used to get that at Christmas. Like, we used to watch TV and you get all the toy commercials come on the TV and they'd be advertising all these crazy ass fucking toys. And now it's just like, get the new fucking Fortnite DLC on iPad.
Yeah, yeah, it's a bunch of video game commercials, and I'm like, what the hell? Nobody wants toys anymore.
Okay. So how's it going? All right.
Some people want toys.
This part right here, we're going to show the people in the question of the week. You're already talking about people want toys. Okay.
I just said people want toys. You infer from that what you want, Krista.
How's it going? How's it going? All right. Anyway, Christian Kramer says our old work phones that actually worked. That's a valid one.
That's true.
Carlos Paulette says kids hanging outside all day, riding bikes, playing sports or made up games, just hanging, dealing with bullies, peer pressure, and coming home before dark, not on their phones or video games all day.
Hear, hear. Hear, hear. All right, Jack, go ahead.
All right. Rich Michael says, how about bringing back manners?
Now,
fuck that.
No. The thing is, though, I won't even say. I'll skip it. Tina HS, thanks for coming to this question and not answering the last one. But I'm giving you going to festivals without worrying about how close you are to other people. Oh,
Yeah.
Just fucking yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
well, why did this guy answer? I don't like this guy.
Well, that is something that I'll answer when it's my
So then
turn.
skip over that one.
I am going to skip over that one.
Who is
Thank
it?
you.
It's this like Chris Mancini or
Mascarpone.
Right. Okay.
Mascarpone.
Mascarpone.
All right.
I think it's Paul Giam.
Oh,
Paul Giamatti writes in. What does he say? Oh, I want to know.
All right. So
Oh.
Sarah Lorraine or
Loreline, I think.
Loreline.
Laura, that's right. Oh,
My
Loreline.
apologies. Loreline. Pre-pandemic business hours, 24 hours store especially.
I am so
Yeah.
happy my Safeway near my house is back to 24 hours. God damn it. I fucking hate. I love being able to go back late at night when nobody's fucking there and be able to get everything you need without fucking cramming. But actually, they also got those self-checkout lines, which also helps a lot. So finally.
Yeah, I really heard the Walmart.com, people at Walmart,
Yeah.
where they go, the website where they make fun of people at Walmart, the way they dress. You don't really see people dressed all crazy anymore because
There's
in
no
the middle, it's closed now. But
Yeah.
back in the middle of the night, people used to go there and like,
Did it used to be 24 hours? The only one
Yeah.
I had was only open till like 11 or 12. So
Yeah.
then that's in fucking by my work. So that's pretty far away.
All right. So let's see. Walden, why don't you go with the answer? What answer do you have? If you could bring something back from back in the day. what would it be?
There's one thing I do miss. One thing I do miss. I wish I would bring it back, and I'd show this in the cinema again. And that's the 1997 film My Best Friend's Wedding, starring Paul Giamatti.
How could you not see that coming?
It's
I
not that
fucking missed that film in cinemas.
It's not that I don't see it coming. I just don't know what Paul Giamatti films they're talking about.
We're learning shit today.
All right. So we'll go like this. Bijan, do you want to go next?
I was actually going to say, it's funny because a lot of people are talking about stop playing video games and stuff. But for me, there is a video game feature that I would love to bring back, and that is local play on video games, where you have like multiple controllers and everybody.
Jeez, oh man, he's up there, doesn't he?
And just playing games. But then also when people post questions, I would also love to have more people playing board games. Although there is a fairly large community, you just have to go to those geek shops to find the people who play that stuff. So
LAN gaming was the best when it first came about. in
Yeah,
the
if
early
you're all in the
days.
same house,
Oh, that
yeah,
was
when you're all
brilliant.
everybody brings their computers together and stuff, and you're all playing games in the same room and stuff like that, it's fucking way more fun. Or even they even had those places, those LAN places.
That's where we
everybody
used to
could sit
do it.
down
Like
and
the
everything.
local computer shop had like
Yeah.
LAN computers upstairs and
Yeah,
stuff where you play Counter Strike and stuff. It's
where you can
brilliant.
actually talk to each other like in person and see their like and just fuck with each other and stuff like that. Or even when you're playing together and stuff, and you're all like being like cooperative and just working together and shit. Whereas now it's all online and it's just fuck. I fucked your mother yesterday. It's like, yeah, all right, okay, that's just. Sorry, it's no fun anymore.
That is true.
Hey,
If you've
that
ever
is
played
exactly the chat. If you play any fucking online fucking first-person shooter nowadays and turn on the team chats, see, you just chat with group chats locally, so you don't hear that shit.
I
If you
was-
go into the actual.
I was online the other week and I was playing Rocket League. And I was playing online. It's just like 3v3, random people. And you can say
play
like,
that.
you know, like say, oh, it's a great, I love it. And you can just do the little sayings where you just go like, nice shot or something like that. And I put on like, someone did a great goal and I did like the quick link that's just went, nice shot. And some kids from nowhere underneath just wrote, gay. I was like, fuck you, some little shit. It's just online, just abuse. All I was doing was say, hey, great goal to someone. And this kid's like, oh, that's fucking gay. I'm like, fucking little bitch.
I play that game and I purposely leave my headset off because it's like if I have a headset on, it's like I'm gonna cuss at someone.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna get banned from Xbox. So it's
I
like
can't
I'm
believe
not.
it because the Rocket League is this little. It sounds like the stupidest thing ever.
It is.
Right? When you try to tell somebody what the game is, it sounds stupid. It's fucking fun.
It's
actually
so
like
much
playing it.
fun.
When somebody
I play
downloaded
it
it,
a
I'm like,
lot.
why would anybody? I remember I was watching. I was like, why would anybody want to play
Football
this?
with
And I
cars.
played it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking fun.
Every time I turn my PlayStation on, I'm like, I'm gonna play Squadrons, or I'm gonna play something like I've got
You end
Call
up
of
playing
Duty. I
Rocket
haven't even
League.
tried it, and I just go, do you know what? I'm just gonna play Rocket League. Fuck it. It's just so quick and fun.
I just got Squadrons last night.
Oh, shit!
I just
We've
got
got a
it.
fourth teammate. Oh my god! Okay, now this is gonna be
I just
interesting.
got. I play Rocket League all the time. I'm in Diamond League.
Wow.
I have Diamond rank. I'm Diamond rank on Rocket League.
Shit.
But
Jack don't
I will
fuck
start
about.
playing. I'll start playing Squadrons.
Did anyone see Chris get a fucking boner when Jack said he had Squadrons? He's like, holy shit. Fourth member of the team. Chris is
Guess
like,
who
oh
else?
yeah.
Guess who else has
All right.
Squadrons?
So
Paul Giamatti.
I've lost control of it. I lost
We
control.
gotta add him, man.
I am
on
adding him
there.
as soon as I get home. Friends list.
There's our fifth teammate. We've got our squadron.
Oh my god.
Jack, what would you bring back from back?
All
then?
right. I would. All right. This is kind of a tough one. I like online shopping, but I would eliminate Walmarts and bring back small business and malls because you go to the mall, it's depressing. It's like a ghost town.
Yeah.
And I miss like when I take my son shopping, it's like this place sucks. I was like, you should have seen this when I was a kid. I was like, you'd come after school. This place was rocking. It was fun. They had people doing things at the mall. Now just everything sucks.
Yeah. It's you know,
It's not the same kind of shit anymore. Yeah.
No, online shopping has ruined a lot of things for you know, the people at the mall when it comes down to stores and everything. It's totally ruined everything. I mean, it's good during pandemics. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I think Amazon's ruined a lot of stuff, and not just Amazon, but you know. Karina, what would you bring back?
That's a tough one.
That's what she said.
How's it going?
How's
How's it going?
How's it going?
How's it going?
I wouldn't bring shit back.
Nothing. I'm fine as we are.
Yeah, no.
This is fucking... The Trumpy Bear is giving us a little dance right now. I'm happy about this. It's like Titanic.
I'm gonna say As ironic as it is, because I know we utilize social media the days before social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss those days.
Me too. Me too.
I mean, it's hard because I wouldn't, I probably wouldn't know any of you if it weren't for social media, but at the same time.
Well,
at the same time, I'd sacrifice that for not having social media.
Well, no,
Fuck you
I mean,
guys.
You and Tina.
No,
the
I
mall.
mean it like that. But
and you wouldn't know what's going on in Paul Giamatti's life,
Exactly.
Right, I
Where would we
wouldn't know,
be without that?
Right. But just like, just how crazy everything's gotten with social media, I think is.
It's very
that part of it.
toxic, social media. It's very depressive.
Yeah.
It's very addictive. It's not a good thing, but we can't tear ourselves away from it.
Right.
Which sucks.
By the way, we want to say thank you to the person who wrote this question on social media. By the way,
Yes.
We wish we couldn't see it, but thank you anyway.
And everybody, we want to say thank you for participating with our question of the week page on social media on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, though, that also kind of goes back to the whole thing what Jack was talking about in the malls. Is that was your social media experience back in the day? It was like things like malls or even bars as you got older and stuff like that. But nobody goes out anymore.
Yeah,
everybody just wants to stay at home and they're all I mean, partially it's due to COVID, but
and I'll tell you what I think in a moment regarding my answer. But I'm going back to Karina's thing. I think social media has become a hindrance to us in a way. I remember it started with the phones. We just had a cell phone, and then all of a sudden we had this thing in our phone, a camera in our phone. What the fuck do you need a camera in a phone for? And then it started to have their own. These wireless companies had their own internet before they actually had the actual internet. So then we had, look, cool internet, but why do we need it? I don't know, but it's on there. And then it turned into these Blackberries. They ended up having the actual internet, and then Sirius satellite radio was on the phones. And then before that, next thing you know, it's no longer a phone. Phone's the last thing that you get out of one of these things.
The next thing that's going to happen, they're going to put phones under your skin. You won't even need a phone.
I am not going to do that. I'm
the
not ready for
implant.
that. Fuck that. Fuck that. No way.
Why would you not do that, Chris?
No.
Why, but
no.
why though? Why would you not want to do that? Do you have a reason for it, or do you just not like it?
I don't like the idea of having any form of electrical device in me. Sorry.
What about a pacemaker?
Yeah, I was gonna say even if it's a pacemaker.
Get that shit out of here.
Something that's not necessary, I don't want it in me. Like,
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Yes, Karina.
I'm trying to be serious with this. I understand that that's funny, but you think about it. I mean, like, I don't think it's necessary to have any form of microchip in me to communicate with any of you.
I don't know.
I
Though,
agree.
the thing is, people have already started with the ideas of attempting these types of cybernetic implants. Though,
Well, then you know what? They can do that. If they want to do that, they can do that. I'll stick with my iPhone for now, and if it ever gets to that point where I actually need one of those, help me out.
It's
As long as they don't force it. That's what I say.
Yeah,
That's what she said as well.
And if you want it, that's fine. If don't force it on no one.
Yeah.
I think that's a good philosophy to have for anything in this world. You want it, that's fine, but don't force it on someone else.
Unless you use lube. Anyway,
if you could bring back in the day, what would it be? My answer to Rich Michael was this. I believe that people's sense of humor needs to be brought back. Everyone is so sensitive anymore about stupid shit, and they forget about the real problems in life. Comedy has been ruined by people by overanalyzations, and therefore the sense of humor of yesteryear has been lost. And that is true. Everybody is so fucking sensitive over everything. So I say bring back sense of humor, the real sense of humor, something that, old style comedy where everybody used to laugh at, instead of just saying, well, I don't like the way he presented himself toward us, or this demographic. I don't like the way he said this, and actually, I don't prefer. I would rather be called this instead of a he or she. You know, it's like it's comedy. Enjoy comedy for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be so
Can you
fucking-
imagine a young George Carlin today?
Jesus.
Oh, jeez. What about Eddie Murphy? Oh my God.
Richard Pryor.
All these guys, really, that were.
And you know
like-
the funny thing, South Park is still out there. And everybody's okay with South Park.
Yeah.
It's like for some degree, and I'm like, damn, South Park does that all the time. It's like this is the type of comedy that I would want to bring back. It's just
But if you-
nothing is safe. Nothing.
But you know what? If you think about it, though, even the guys at South Park suffered at one point because the guy who played Chef quit because they were doing something on was it Scientology?
Scientology, yeah.
And he's like, you know what? I'm out.
So they made it even worse.
Yeah, didn't he just dub old voices of him to carry him on? for a
Yeah,
while?
they just pieced old clips
Yeah.
of his voice from the old shows together to make him talk.
yeah. My name
Yeah.
is True.
I know, and it's funny. They even had lines they probably could have easily dubbed in, and they just made it sound even worse.
Yeah.
Intentionally.
So once again, that is the question of the week.
Actually, I wanted to add one more thing to this one. Something else I would have liked to say that when you guys bring out, I'm just talking about fucking local co-op on video games, but the I would also like to bring back in a more like morally thing is communities. That I feel like in those neighborhoods too, nobody wants to get to know their neighbor anymore. Everybody's like, I'm scared that my neighbor is gonna rape my children or whatever like that. It's
Jesus.
like, God damn it!
Is that
I'm
what-
serious?
is that what
I'm
everyone-
serious. People are always thinking, is this guy gonna rob me? Is this guy like some kind of psychopath, or is this person something like that? Everybody's too scared of everybody because of things like social media. That
Yeah,
like everybody's
We used to have block
paranoid.
parties. growing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, we actually started having block parties because of COVID in our neighborhood, and then they stopped.
Yeah.
And like, we keep talking. We see the neighbors around the street every once in a while. We're like, we got to bring this shit back. We got to do this again. And like now that we can like, actually, our neighbor did it across the street, but unfortunately, he does it on Saturdays, and I can't make it. I actually went over there to apologize. I couldn't make it before just to show up for a brief moment and say that I'd love to do these kind of things, but because I'm usually doing D&D on Saturdays, I can't make it. So
yeah,
I have prior engagements, which I used to go to somebody's house and we'd all play at somebody's house, which is what I want to go back to as well,
Yeah.
as opposed to doing over Discord.
Yeah. It makes a difference,
kind of
that
a bummer.
shit. It makes a difference.
Yeah.
Doing it in person.
Okay. Well, we want to say thank you to the individual who, posed the question. And we want to encourage people to also ask their own questions on the Questions of the Week page. You can ask anything. Remember, there is no wrong question and there is no wrong answer. Okay. So, thank you once again to everyone. Now, Jack, you and I have been doing this thing called the Inappropriate Moment for years now. And you say that you have one for us. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep. I do.
All right. So, without further ado, we're going to get that music. Oh, I can't wait for this shit. All right. So, once again, this is your Inappropriate Moment brought to you once again by Jack Kennedy. Jack, go ahead.
Hey everybody, this is Jack Kennedy with Inappropriate Moment. It is inappropriate to walk around your house naked if the windows are open.
Well, that depends. I mean, if you have neighbors that live in like townhouses, then maybe, yeah. But I mean, if you're living in a farm and you got the windows open, how is that inappropriate? Nobody else is seeing that. Maybe the
All
cow.
right. All right. So I was just thinking of inappropriate things, and this one was when I was 14 years old.
Oh, jeez.
I was delivering newspapers, and
Oh, okay. I thought
I-
it was going to be something you did.
no,
Okay.
I was 14. I was actually I gave my paper out to my friend because he wanted the money. So, but I still delivered the papers with him. I was like, yeah, we're best friends. So it was the day to collect money.
Okay.
So I'm at the one neighbor's house getting the money, and I come. He's like standing at this person's house still, looking through the window. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? So he's like, dude, you never believe you missed. You should have taken this house. I was like, why? What happened? So the girl that lived there, she was like 19 in college. He's like, I went to knock on the door. She walks down the steps, butt naked.
So,
Like,
okay.
so, and then we're standing there at the door. I was like, so you didn't get the payment yet? It's like, no. So the door opens up. I'm standing there. She's wearing a towel now. And like, this girl was like hot. Okay. She's like 5'8", blonde hair. She was like really hot. She just graduated like high school. Like I was 14. So
Oh, okay.
there's like 14 looking at like a nude 19-year-old. So I didn't see her, but my friend did. And so I was like, what the hell are you doing? So she opens the door. I'm like, oh my God. Like he just told me, I'm like imagining, think of a 14-year-old. They're always horny. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. What did I miss? So
putting the newspaper over his lap. Like,
so she closes the door and my friend's still looking. I was like, dude, we gotta go. See, but that's pretty much the story. So I missed out on seeing it, but it's so yeah. If you don't want anyone seeing you naked, close your window blinds if you like walking around in the nude.
You hear that, Bishan? So
No,
remember.
I'd say no. Leave the windows open. No, see, actually, this goes back to this whole social. I mean, like technology days. Now, what would you have done had
What
you
do
had
I
cell
miss?
phones back in the day?
Oh my
With,
God!
like,
If that was
video cameras
today,
and everything, it'd be all
that'd been
over
all over. That'd been all over the internet.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
All
right.
All over something.
All
No, something
Wow.
would be all over the phone after that.
My buttons are sticky.
Well,
Yeah, and if
Jack,
anyone has any inappropriate moments, you can email them to us, and we'll read your inappropriate moment.
definitely at adtspodcast@gmail.com. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for the inappropriate moment. And now, one of my favorite moments of the show, the advice column. Karina.
Yes. All right.
Oh,
So,
shit.
our first question is, Dear ADTS crew, I have 2 kids, a daughter who's 8 and a son who's 5. My son is a picky eater and has very intense likes and dislikes. He likes enough foods and gets enough calories that our pediatrician is not concerned, but trying to introduce new foods has always been a dramatic struggle. My daughter's birthday was last week, and she requested a strawberry cheesecake. She said it's her new favorite after recently trying it when visiting a friend. I have always baked chocolate cake from scratch for all my kids' birthdays. Both my kids like chocolate cake, and it's an easy, fun tradition. I know my son would not like cheesecake and would throw a fit if we served a dessert that he didn't want to eat. So I explained this to my daughter, and she was sad but understood. I made the chocolate cake like normal. Everyone enjoyed it, and her birthday dinner went off without a hitch. I mentioned this to a couple of friends, and they think I handled it wrong. They said that by not giving my daughter the cake she asked for, especially for her birthday, I was teaching her that her needs will only ever come second to her brother's. They
What?
also mentioned that they think this is evidence of a larger pattern in which I rely too much on my daughter's easy, go-with-the-flow nature to mitigate her brother's tantrums. I was shocked to hear this. It's only a birthday cake. And yes, my daughter is the easier child and can be reasoned with at a level my son can't yet. So I do ask her to be a good role model for her brother and to be the one to compromise when their wants are at odds with one another. But these are good skills for her to have in life and build a strong foundation for her to be a good person as she grows up. My son will get these lessons too, but I'm not going to make him suffer in the meantime for the principle of it when his sister is happy to go along with what I tell her. I'm just not sure if my friends have a point and if I'm actually doing something wrong here. Any advice? Signed, The Cake Debate.
I don't think she's actually technically doing anything horribly wrong, but I still think that she should have done something extra for the daughter who wanted it. At least get her go to the store and buy her like a slice of strawberry cheesecake or something like that
Right.
for her birthday cake, or do something for the daughter to give her what she wanted because it is her birthday. And mostly because, again, for our family, it'd been like, you don't like it? Tough. It's not your fucking birthday.
Right.
You know, so I mean, that's kind of like, but again, I think of being like all this, like the extent of which your friends are talking, I don't think it is, but I would have done something it's okay to say placate her, but then do something for that daughter, like take her specially to another cake shop and buy her a large slice of strawberry cheesecake or something for her birthday.
So it was only the daughter's birthday. It wasn't. These aren't twins or nothing like that.
No.
Right.
And because the son doesn't like chocolate cake, that meant that the daughter couldn't have the chocolate.
No, the strawberry cheesecake.
A strawberry cheesecake. So because he doesn't like that, she couldn't have that as her birthday cake.
Yes.
Right.
That's fucked up in a way.
That is
I don't
100% fucking wrong. That is a million billion times wrong. Like if that kid's birthday, I'd be like, no, fuck you. It's not your birthday. Fuck off. No, I agree. I went through a little bit of this being the oldest child. And my brother, my younger brother, was always the fussy one, the tantrum one, and stuff like that. And I was always the one who would compromise because I wasn't a little shit like he was to an extent. You know what I mean? And my wife went through the same thing with her family, and her sister was always the one who would, kick and scream, and she would have to sort of compromise. And it's a really fucking bad, lesson to teach people necessarily, but fucking this kid who doesn't like this cake has to learn to fucking miss out sometimes. And it's like, yeah, if you don't like it, that's fine, but she's still going to get the birthday cake she wants. If you want something else, then maybe we'll get you a little something to have instead, so you can still have a piece of cake with her. But you're not changing her fucking birthday cake because you're a fussy fucker. No chance. Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
I still don't think at the level of what her friends are talking about of her teaching her bad interest, thinking, no, it's just fucked up to do to your kid.
Yeah, don't be a cunt.
Fucked up. It's just it's just fucked up, I think.
Yeah.
Jack, what do you think?
I don't think either way is wrong answer or right answer. I think you can't see the problem with being a parent. We can't choose how our kids react. So if you would have got the strawberry cake, that'd been fine. And you got the chocolate cake, that'd been fine. I like Bijan's answer, get her a slice of strawberry also. That would have been the perfect thing to do. But let's say, I don't know her resources. I don't know if she was able to get extra things.
Sounds like she was making it herself. So
so anyway, whatever you did was okay because you love your kids, but either answer is correct. Walden said also makes sense that kid has to learn how to. If he really wanted cake, he could have tried the strawberry shortcake. So,
I mean, I agree with that. You give the kid whose birthday his has the cake, and if the kid doesn't like it, the other kid, then let's get you a slice of
No, that's true. You could do the other way around.
That would
give the picky kid a slice of chocolate cake.
Exactly.
Or a big old dish of ice cream or something like that.
Yeah.
So or something that he's going to be placated by, because again, he's got to learn that it's her day. It's like the same thing where certain kids, and I know some parents do this, and it's I would be a little bit different. I would give where we had some kids who get all upset when it wasn't their birthday that the other kid was getting birthday presents and they weren't getting anything. And it's but it's not your birthday. It's this is his birthday.
If you were to switch it, and we now flip to the kid's birthday, who the other kid, the son, and the daughter, who is a bit more easygoing, says, oh, he's getting chocolate cake. I don't really like that. Can we get another cake? And you then turn around to the kid who would kick and scream and said, well, she doesn't like that cake. So like we did for your birthday, we're going to change it. And that kid started kicking and screaming, would the daughter then have to compromise again? Because that's a double standard, and that's that's not right.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah, I think it's more about the fairness to the children. You can't do a little bit stuff to placate the other one, but you don't want to completely say no, we're just changing this so he doesn't bitch. It's no, this is her birthday.
Yeah.
Right. My thought process too was I mean, I see Jack's point of we don't know the circumstances, we don't know the resources, but if this were an option, do the cheesecake and then maybe get a cupcake, a chocolate cupcake for the son, or whatever, because he likes chocolate cake, so get him a cupcake, and that makes him happy, makes her happy, and
and if he's still bitching about the cake, then there's something even more you got to address. There's a bigger problem you have to address.
Right.
So,
Chris?
Well, okay. Well, I have.
Here we go.
I know. I'm scared.
I have multiple nieces and nephews in my life, and they're wonderful. They're wonderful. Like my niece just turned 9 yesterday. These are my brother's kids. My nephew, he's 4. Adorable kids, wonderful children. Valerie's daughters and son, they're grown up pretty much. But once again, nieces and nephews, love it. I'm gonna have another nephew or niece coming up soon. But the fact is, I'm not a parent. There's a reason behind that, because I know that I am terrible when it comes down to making very, very good decisions with kids. Like being fair. Normally, it's like, listen, you're a spoiled brat. All right, and I don't care what you want unless unless it's good for you, then I care. But if you're just whining and bitching and moaning about one person got one thing and you didn't get it, well then you know what, that's tough titty, because you really don't know what real problems are. Kids are kids. They whine, they bitch, they moan about everything, but they have no idea what life is all about. Okay, they have no idea what bills are. They have no idea what it's like to take medication every day. They don't know what it's like to deal with assholes.
To have a sore hip.
They don't know what it's like to deal with people who love to be around kids and show you these photos of their ugly babies, and you're like, look how cute the baby is. But meanwhile, the baby looks like Elmer Fudd. It's something that I don't really give a shit about. And this is why I'm not a parent. I'm irresponsible when it comes down to taking care of kids and making decisions regarding kids. I think of myself and only myself. And is that a good answer? I mean, because I think that's...
I don't think you addressed the question, but that's all right.
I don't care. Let's put it this way. I don't care. Whatever happens, don't write into my show about your fucking kids again.
Chris just like, I don't care if
Next
you got...
question.
Chris is like, I don't care if you got cake and you wanted something else. I don't give a fucking shit. I also imagine that's what Chris says on like a first date. I don't care if you order you fucking... You sit there and shut your fucking mouth. You get what you're fucking given. You have no idea what it's like to take medication. Fuck you.
You're right.
I love it when Chris gets all angry and worked up because he gets closer and closer to the fucking camera. And he's like, I'm gonna, well, fuck you.
All right, our next question.
What's the next one?
Dear ADTS crew, I was gearing up to celebrate my 10th anniversary with my wife. I'm a 34-year-old man. My wife is a 31-year-old female. I had an entire night planned out, like we were going to be trying lobster for the first time. Where the conflict arises was with the cake. I had always wanted to do a penis-shaped cake since I thought it was funny, but I didn't know how my wife would react. However, since it was our 10th anniversary, I figured she would be used to my crude sense of humor. I went ahead and got the cake a couple of days in advance and put it into our fridge. However, my wife snuck a peek and was not pleased. She got really mad at me and accused me of trying to ruin our special night. I thought that was ridiculous, but she's been mad at me ever since. Apparently, she spoke with her family about it, and they've been blowing up my phone ever since. They're mostly conservative Mormons. I still don't think I did anything wrong by trying to do something nice for her, but I then started to question if I was an asshole because I never offered to get another cake since the mood was kind of ruined. Signed, I bought my wife a penis cake.
This is a very cake-themed episode. I love it.
I know. I didn't plan it like that, but it just kind of happened.
Trump, what was that, Trumpy Bear?
Beautiful penis. Big, beautiful penis.
Huge.
All right.
She should have got her a chocolate cake instead of a vanilla.
A chocolate
Racist.
penis cake.
It would have been bigger.
They cost more, those ones. That's why. There's more cake in them.
All right.
Don't forget the cream.
No, wait, this was for her birthday or anniversary?
No, it was for their 10th wedding anniversary.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so Karina, why don't you go first with that?
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, obviously, if her family is mostly conservative Mormons, then you should have known that, you know, you needed to have a backup cake, or you could have at least backed yourself up and covered your ass by saying, babe, this was the gag gift or the gag cake. I have a beautiful cake planned out. I just haven't picked it up yet. Could have totally covered your ass.
You were saying as a Mormon once, so that she probably should have included a bunch of vagina cakes to go.
I ate them.
Hey, who's the leader of the Mormon church? What's that guy's name?
Paul Giamatti.
So that was his penis. We're just
Oh my
worshiping his penis.
This is a divine penis.
This was his.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're only gonna eat just the tip.
Oh, you could have just take the icing off the tip and just
I
circumcise
didn't
the
eat
cake.
it all. I didn't put it in my mouth. Just the tip.
Anyone else have a comment?
I think he was stupid to put that in the fridge. I was like, he should have known better.
Yeah, cakes don't go in the fridge. You need them at room temperature.
No, he should have hidden this one or picked it up the day of or something. You know,
Exactly.
leaving it in the fridge as a surprise was a bad idea. You know, she's gonna sneak a peek at the cake.
And another thing, you should never taken the blame for that. You should have said, my friend bought this as a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's
Yeah.
very
It's like,
detailed.
oh, that's not
and
our. Yeah,
graphic.
if he when she reacts badly, say, oh, that's not our wedding cake. That's my friend having some gag party that's coming up next week.
Like,
But he wanted to. He didn't have room in his fridge for it, so I'm holding it for him.
Deny that it's a penis. Just say no. It's a rocket. It's
Yeah.
a rocket.
Yeah, we're
from
rocketing on our
favorite-
way. What do you think? Oh my God! You know, now that you think about it, it does look like
We're drinking.
I mean, the
We're-
hairy
we're
balls give
drinking-
it away, but you know.
We're drinking Viking balls also.
Yeah, just slowly puts the Viking testicle cocktails away. Like, oh, shit. Karina said that was a gag gift. He could have been like, "Yeah, baby, this is not the only cock you're gonna gag." No, no,
Chef's chocolate salty balls, salty chocolate balls.
Did they have the names like on it, like you know, the wedding anniversary down the shaft, you know, in all nice?
No, it's
nice
it's
script.
spewing the names. Happy anniversary.
It's not a penis. It's supposed to be a family tree, and this is the tree coming
It's a
out.
fountain.
That's the root. That I know it might look like hairy testicles with like black, sugar syrup on it, but it's not. That's the ground and the roots from which our love grows. And that might look like a throbbing vein up the middle, but no, that's the pathway we took in this marriage.
Hey,
There
guys,
were
and
some
here's something
turns
funny.
and breaks in the story.
I actually did see a penis cake before.
Before,
course you did.
But how
So,
how long ago? Like just before we
all right,
started the show.
All right. I was a waiter, and I had a bachelorette party.
Oh,
I was
this is
I was their waiter. Okay. They gave me a $500 tip. Okay.
It's a big penis.
So,
Yeah.
but they had a penis cake for dessert. They brought in, and this thing was like 3 foot long.
Oh my God.
Oh
And
wow,
it
life
was-
size. Okay.
And it was a chocolate one. So,
I bet it was. You can only get them with
But-
3-foot chocolate ones.
but they had their own cups. Okay. They had dildo cups.
Mhm.
What?
And I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't know how, like, this is like a family restaurant, and they had a bachelorette party there. And I was like, how the hell are my boss not kicking these people out? These women are like having fun. Like, they had a bachelorette party at a local restaurant.
Wow.
That's cool.
Penis
though.
cups, penis cake. And they were just,
Were they
yeah,
at least in
having
like
fun.
a separate area of?
No, they're right in the middle. I'm taking their like orders and stuff. I'm like, the hell? So
Who ordered the vodka martini and a dildo? Anyone? Some little
Yeah.
girl 4 foot away going, "Mommy, what's that drink that lady's having?" You're like, never mind. What?
But yeah, they gave me a $500 tip though, so
Hell
they
yeah.
requested a male server. So
Oh. How many times did they smack your behind?
oh, it was smacked a few times.
Yeah, of course it was.
And I was offered some phone numbers that night.
Oh.
Wow.
So it was a good evening. So
how's it going?
$500, sexual harassment, and a few phone numbers. That's it. All
You
in
know,
the evening's work.
Oh yes.
So although you got the tip, you were making some deposits.
Oh yeah.
Hey, double penis joke. Hey, hey. Oh.
How's it going? All right. Karina, what is the next question?
All right. So this is a shorter one here. Dear It's Just True.
A shorter penis. Or...
Question.
This
So
one's only
my-
2.5 feet long.
So my cousin, who's 22 and a guy, and I'm 19 and I'm a female, were hanging out last Friday. We were just chatting away while eating some nachos. I bring up how you can fit a light bulb into your mouth, but you can't take it out. He just says, "Huh," and we continue talking. Well, I guess he didn't believe me because he tried it Tuesday night. From what I could gather from his story, he started yelling, and his mother, who's 64, came upstairs to check on him. When she saw that there wasn't a way to get it out, she took him to the ER. I'm not sure how, but they removed it without hurting him. He called me up yesterday, and he was pissed. He said if I didn't say anything, then he wouldn't have tried it. I thought that was BS and started arguing back that he made a stupid decision and that wasn't on me. Well, my aunt was in the same room and he gave her the phone to talk to me. She explained that it might have been his decision, but I still opened the door for it to happen. She compared it to someone leaving a drug on the counter and how it's both the person who laid the drug down and the person who used it. That analogy made sense, and I feel really guilty now. However, I'm still torn on whether or not I'm somehow to blame. I feel like I'm just being stubborn, and I'm not sure what to think. Signed, am I an asshole?
Wait a
No.
second. Now, just to be clear, she's the older one or the younger one?
She's the younger one.
Okay, yeah.
No,
Makes sense.
she's not an asshole at all.
Not an asshole at all.
She
No.
brought it up in passing, and then dumbass tested it, but he's mad at her because
You know what I would do if I was you? First of all, you're not wrong. You're just saying like a random fact. People do that all the time. You should test him, tell him something else, see if he'll do it. Be like, I'd be like, hey, my bank account, it would have more money in it if people would just put money in it. Here's my account number. Like, leave it on the table.
Yeah.
You can't burp and fart at the same time.
See,
I thought that was sneeze and piss at the same time.
Something like that. There's also you can't
rub your
You
head.
can't sneeze and open your eyes at the same time.
It's true.
But darling, you did nothing wrong.
No.
I would break up with that guy if I was you, because that
They're
guy's
cousins. They're cousins.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's where I thought
Yeah,
the story
cousins
was
divorce.
going. Actually,
Oh,
when
the
we first
cousins.
started this, the 19-year-old, the 24-year-old, and cousins were having nachos, and one thing led to another.
So she got
Well,
hit.
they could be from West Virginia. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, I didn't think a light bulb was going to end up in his mouth. I thought it was going to be something else ending up.
Well,
in
he
her
definitely
mouth.
doesn't
But-
have a light on in his head. So
I was
He
going to
was just trying
say,
to put
She
one-
was there when she was done. Just kick him in the jaw.
he was trying to put a light bulb where one should be, but
I was gonna say he's pissed because she made him put a light bulb in his mouth, and he might not be happy about it, but you should have seen his face light up. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Lord.
I like it.
Thank you, Bajan. Thank you. It was a great.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I wonder if Paul Giamatti can get the light bulb out of his mouth.
Well,
It reminds me of the movie Paul Giamatti was in.
which one, Chris?
The one that he was in recently.
Just the one. Oh,
That reason-
are you on about the hit 2001 film Jungle Cruise with Paul Giamatti? He is as well. That's the film.
He is in that.
It's the movie you were talking about.
Anyway, who wants to answer this? Who hasn't answered it yet?
Thank you.
Me? I did. All right. Well, I just look at it this way. You know, this person's a fucking idiot. You know, the person who is wondering if, you know, like the cousin who did this, who put the light bulb in his mouth. He's just a fucking idiot. So you didn't do anything wrong, okay? I mean, seriously, it's just a fucking stupid thing to do. If anything, I mean, you could always hold that over his head. Say, you're a fucking
Like he's got an idea.
Yeah,
Hold the
that's
light
it.
bulb over his head, like.
No, just, you know, he's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Don't worry about the. And you know what? Test it. Do some other crazy shit, like set a bear trap, and then say, you know, if you lay down on the bear trap, I bet you get your penis cut off, and just see if he does it. You know, that'd be fun. Anyways, so
If
that
you tap it really lightly, it won't go off.
That's what she said.
How's it going? Thank you, Karina, with the advice column. Now, if anybody has a question for us regarding advice, you're really, first of all, you're nuts if you get in touch with us, but still,
Ask us, but don't listen to the answer.
adtspodcast@gmail.com, and you can ask us anything, and we'll try to give you our best advice.
No, we won't. We'll call you a retard and tell you to not write into the show again. That's what we'll do.
And the best thing I could say is just go kill yourself. All right.
Hi, YouTube. Live show once again.
All right, so we have a new segment coming up. This is something that was brought up to us today, and it's a great idea if you ask me. Jack has this thing called Jack's Improv, and
Okay.
Jack, why don't you explain what that is, and then let's get started with it.
Okay, this is Jack's Improv, another damn talk show off the cuff. I'm going to give you a scenario, an emotion, an environment, and I'll start a line off. And we're just going to do an improv. Everyone will take a turn, and whoever's talking will tell the next person it's their turn. Okay, so I'll start off. Today's scenario is, I think B is having... I think... My girlfriend's screaming at football in the background.
Oh, okay, I thought she said something to you. Okay.
I think B is having an affair with his wife or husband. So someone's having an affair. The emotion is a fashion man. The environment is a construction site. And I'll start it off now. In the first line, I have to involve are going upstairs. Okay, so I think my wife is at this construction site where I'm working to build this fashion place upstairs. I hear something jackhammering, and it's not a jackhammer. Okay, Walden.
Oh, fuck, I knew you were going to say me. Fuck, I'm awful at this shit. Fuck. Where's that ball I've just dropped?
There you go.
Thank you. Yep, I got it. Thank you.
Improv. It's supposed to be quick. You
I'm
just
not
gotta
good
go
at
fly.
improv. Jan, you do it. Go.
No, it's not my team. He called in here.
I don't know what to say.
The construction site. It's a construction site. They're building. It's a Macy's
They're
being
building a
built.
fashion building. A fashion
It's a
establishment?
fashion establishment. Your wife came to your construction site and she's fucking your boss.
Or you think she's fucking somebody.
You think you hear something, you think it's your wife's here. Maybe it's not.
What could it be?
What's upstairs? RBJ and you go. And we'll go back to Walden.
No idea. This is actually really fucking difficult.
No, so I further climb further up the stairs, and I open the door, and there's my wife, and she's getting railed by none other than Paul Giamatti.
Oh my god.
and I couldn't believe what happened next. But you know who told me about what happened next? It was Karina.
So, oh man. So you'd never believe how they met. It was just crazy. She happened to, run into him on the set of this crazy movie that, this movie that I can't remember the name of. Walden, what was the name of that movie Paul Giamatti was in?
Are you talking about the 2012 hit Rock of Ages?
Keep it going.
And she ran into him on the set of Rock of Ages, and they just hit it off after they had coffee with the other star of that film, Tom Cruise. And all of a sudden, I get a call on my phone, and it's Tom Cruise who wants to tell me more. What did he say, Chris?
He called you about how he wanted to recruit new people for Scientology. He actually just came from a Scientologist conference. At least that's what I was told that they do, because they don't have sermons because it's not a real religion according to some. However, I must agree with that because I don't believe Scientology is a real religion. I think it's something made up by some jackass who has nothing better to do. But this is
L. Ron Hubbard.
No, I know that. I didn't want to. I didn't know. I didn't want to mention L. Ron Hubbard's name,
as played by Paul Giamatti.
However, we're not talking about Paul Giamatti or L. Ron Hubbard or even Tom Cruise at this point. We're talking about somebody's wife that is getting jackhammered up on the construction site. So that's what I got.
Okay, and then I have a penis cake in my hand. I was gonna celebrate it for our anniversary, but now I don't want to be with this bitch anymore. She's with Paul Giamatti. So I rush into the room. I say, "What are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be on Jungle Cruise right now?" And I smash the penis into his face. The penis cake.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying.
And my wife says, "I want a divorce." The end.
The end. All right. Well, you know what? That's not bad for a first time around. I thought that was
Goddamn
very good.
Paul
Very good.
Giamatti, home wrecker.
and fuck you, Tom Cruise, and
Yeah, you short motherfucker.
That turned out pretty funny, I thought. So
yeah, not too bad for a first try. Yeah.
I don't think anyone said Paul Giamatti as much in any podcast ever.
Unless it was about Paul Giamatti.
He's been brought up so much that he needs to have his name in the titles.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the show notes at least or something.
He's got to be a hashtag or something on Anchor.
All the Scientologists right now are just fucking furious. All the Scientologists are like, they're just fuming right now. They're seething.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
All right. So we are going to our next segment, Adventures with the Florida Man. Karina.
All right. So our first story, I got the idea from FloridaManDaily.com on Instagram. And I was able to find the story on Local10.com. It's from November the 2nd of this year. And it was written by Nicole Lopez Alvar. In Coral Gables, Florida, a man in Coral Gables allegedly attempted to rob a Publix of 100 lobster tails on Monday and threatened to use a weapon, according to police. According to Coral Gables police, David Piloto allegedly entered a Publix supermarket located on Lejeune Road in Coral Gables around 5:30 p.m. He then hopped onto an electric shopping cart and proceeded toward the seafood section of the store. Police say Piloto then asked an employee for 100 lobster tails that were being sold for $6.99 each, which is really fucking cheap for lobster tail. That's my own little comment there. He was then given 100 tails worth $699. After having the 100 crustacean tails placed in his shopping cart, he made a turn and proceeded directly toward the exit with no intention of paying, according to the arrest report. Police say the store manager immediately confronted Piloto and blocked him from exiting the Publix. That is when Piloto allegedly grabbed the cardboard box that contained the lobster tails and shoved the store manager with it. At this point, police say the store manager told them that Piloto was heard yelling, "I have a weapon and I'm not afraid to use it," multiple times. Police say the store manager feared for his life at that very moment. Thankfully, police arrived shortly after and placed Piloto in custody. Piloto was placed under arrest, according to police, for attempted strong-arm robbery and simple battery, according to the arrest report.
Okay.
So, yeah, he was trying to steal some lobster. Our second story comes to us from FloridaMan.com, which led me to NBC2.com from about 8 months ago. I didn't have an exact date on there, but it was from Lehigh Acres. A man is accused of wandering around Lehigh Acres and pounding on doors on Arthur Avenue, according to the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Alonzo Sanchez, 21, was allegedly high on drugs when deputies found him hugging and hip thrusting a tree on Tuesday before they arrived on scene. A car had swerved to keep from hitting Sanchez as he ran into the street. And I think I left out when I was transcribing this story that he was naked. When deputies tried to approach him, Sanchez punched one of them in the face, according to deputies. Deputies finally handcuffed him and took him to Lehigh Acres Regional Hospital because of the drugs in his system. Sanchez is facing a charge for battery on a law enforcement officer. He was booked into the Lee County Jail and was still in custody Tuesday afternoon. The deputy involved had minor injuries and will recover, investigators reported. So, yeah.
What a dork.
Yeah. And then our last story, I got from the FloridaMan.com website, but it's not actually a criminal. This guy is just a badass old man. So the story was found, like I said, I got the idea, or the story itself came from FloridaMan.com, which led to WPTV.com by Sheldon Fox via WSVN via CNN from April 17th, 2019. So Southwest Miami-Dade, Florida, an 80-year-old Southern Florida man took it upon himself to catch an alligator that slithered into his Southwest Miami-Dade backyard. But after grappling with the unwanted visitor, he needed some help from police and wildlife officials. Miami-Dade Police and Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission officials responded to the home along the 12,300 block of Southwest 202nd Avenue just after 5 p.m. Tuesday. Ed Chapman, 80, said he spotted the alligator on his property. He then tried to trap it himself. Quote, "That thing tugged me all over," he said. carried me, twisting and fighting all the way across the property, Chapman said. He learned about the 6.5-foot intruder from his dog, Rocco. "I went and got the noose pulled, and I got it around his neck," he said. But Chapman said the alligator was not about to go down without a fight. "He swatted me with his tail and knocked my legs out from under me," he said. Chapman said he fell on his side, but he wasn't done wrangling the reptile. "We argued together until we got all the way over to this pond," he said. And then he got his front legs He got his front legs down in the reeds there, and then we went all the way down, and he had his face in the water. It was then that Chapman called 911. "I said, I just need some help. I got it contained, but I need some help. I can't get it out by myself," he said. When asked what he meant when he argued with the alligator, Chapman replied, "Yeah, we argued. Yeah, he wasn't happy." Wildlife officials responded within 30 minutes of Chapman's phone call. Police officers surrounded the alligator and used duct tape to restrain it. They then put it in the back of a marked pickup truck. No one was hurt. Officials said the gator would have been about 8 feet long if not for the fact that part of its tail was cut off, something that they said happened in the wild. Chapman said his gator encounter is nothing strange. The homeowner collects poisonous snakes for venom research and breeds wolves. He said he currently has about 60 snakes in his collection. Chapman, however, disagreed when he was called a tough guy. Nah, not tough. I've just been around this stuff a long time, he said. Wildlife experts said alligator mating season is approaching. They want residents to remain alert as sightings will increase. And that concludes our Florida Man edition.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you, Karina. Thank you.
You are welcome. And yeah, you should see this guy. He's just this like old guy with white hair.
Let me ask you, does he look like Paul Giamatti?
No. No, he does not.
Paul
look like
Giamatti can play him.
Paul Giamatti could wrestle an alligator or two.
Jack, are you ready, sir?
Yes.
All right. All right. You hear that music? It is time for the What the Fuck News with Captain Jack.
Hey, this is Captain Jack Kennedy. This is the What the Fuck News. In New York, a 29-year-old Jason Jones, he decided to get drunk, but he did it where he pissed off the cops, and so they tasered him, and guess what happened? He caught on fire.
He caught on fire?
He covered his whole body. Check this out. He covered his whole body in hand sanitizer.
Oh my God.
Good move. Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Real
safe,
smart.
Safe from COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't have the COVID, but he got 3rd-degree burns now. So, but hey, what the hell? All right, so this is over in Australia or somewhere. A potato was found named Doug.
Wait, what?
A potato. Yeah, so the largest potato ever found was dug up. They named it Doug because it got dug up. And the way they found it is why I say what the fuck, because this guy was in his garden. He seen something puffy and like fungusy on the ground.
Yeah.
So what's he do? He starts licking it.
As you do.
What?
Yes.
Standard.
He's like, what is this thing right here? It's like, and he's like, it tastes like a potato. So he dug it out of the ground and found this potato. It's like, why the fuck were you licking this fungus in the first place?
Yeah.
I mean, that's disgusting, man.
So they're currently waiting to get in the Guinness Book of Records because the previous potato in the Guinness books, 11 pounds. This one is 17 pounds.
17-pound potato. What would you do with that if you had it? How many? Think of the French fries you can make.
Yeah, fucking right. Make
Yeah,
chips.
for real. And then you could make poutine.
Block party.
Yeah.
You could carve a hole in it and live in it.
Yeah, seriously.
You could wear it like a big coat.
Or a big crown. You could.
Potato crown.
Potato crown.
Oh my God.
I'm the potato king. And I didn't have any other stories, but check this out. Today, something crazy happened at my own house. A dog was walking outside. You know my dog, Fraser. She's old, okay?
Yeah.
She charged this dog and broke her chain.
Uh-oh.
My old dog broke her chain.
Whoa.
Well,
What
I
happened
mean,
to the other dog?
yeah, seriously, what happened to the other dog?
It ran off. And then my dog came in the house. Surprisingly, off the leash. So,
So Fraser busted the chain.
yes.
How old
And
is she?
she's like 13, 14 years old.
Wow.
It is a thick chain. It's a big metal chain. She broke it.
It's all this talk.
So-
That's crazy.
Busting a chain. Big, thick chain.
Busting a chain with a potato. Like a potato head.
Busting a nut. I
But-
mean,
yeah, but seriously, who
chain,
would lick?
Chris? No, I'm not. Fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
How
I
dare you.
said chain. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Recordings will tell different stories.
No,
my friend.
no, Anyway, no.
So anyway, I want to go back to potato. If you want to break a potato, right? If you want to go potato hunting, just start licking like fungus and see if it tastes like potatoes. And then
Yeah. That's the only way.
you
to
never
tell.
know. You might find a giant potato.
That is what Andy McNabb did in the wild, to be fair.
Oh, yeah?
You just gotta lick the fungus. And hopefully, and if it doesn't
Licking
kill
funguses will probably make you find giant potatoes. They just
Yeah.
might talk to you.
Licking fungus might remind you of the beginning of the show when we were talking about vagina. So just make sure.
Don't lick that.
Don't do that. Don't do that at all.
Sniff it first.
Only at bad times. I mean, really. I mean,
oh my god. Oh my god.
Listen, for the sake of defending the female listeners, penises can smell like fungus too.
Oh,
they get a little cheesy.
Sure. Oh god! Come on now.
Little cheese. They get a little cheesy.
And
I
if
think-
women can always make a penis cake and chop it up, pretend they're
Yeah.
Little bit of cheese. You know,
Like
just throw
curd in
some
the mouth.
flour. Just throw some
You
flour
take
in
out-
it. You
take
can have a
some anger
cheesecake that
out.
rises.
take your anger out on the cake.
What's funny is, what's really funny yet not
Beautiful.
funny is the fact that all of
Beautiful.
us are laughing at this, and Karina's just sitting there going, "I just
Big.
want it to be over." I just
Every
want it
week you guys talk about dirty
Humongous.
vaginas. Fucking hell.
It's huge, huge. I tell you.
It's very
Big.
huge.
Well,
Big.
anyway, I want to
Thanks for all Yens coming to listen to the show.
I want to thank everybody that come in that saw us live today on YouTube. And what
That's
is
the
this?
alligator
Gator
fight.
wrestler.
Oh yeah.
Looks like
Anyway,
Rolf
we-
Harris.
I'm surprised that guy didn't get bit.
Everyone, but thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Jack Kennedy for making the show.
Thanks for
today.
having me.
And hopefully, we're gonna get him on more, whenever it's possible, of course. Any plans for this upcoming week, gentlemen?
Oh yeah. Big plans.
You know what?
Same old.
Are you gonna go see a Paul Giamatti film?
I'm gonna go home and watch the 2008 film with Paul Giamatti, The Catcher Was a Spy. Great film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can watch Private Parts with Paul Giamatti, Howard Stern, and all that.
I think we've been through his whole IMDb this
followed by
episode.
Man on the Moon with Jim Carrey and Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, we already had that in the moon. We already did that one.
Yeah,
There's the milk on cookies for that one.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, folks, we are out of here. We will see you. Take care of yourselves. We love you.
Not milk
And
and cookies, cheese
go
and
watch the
fungus.
Paul Giamatti film.
Another day, these deep wounds don't heal so fast. Can't hear me croon of a million lies that speak no truths of a time gone by. The now is through.
You know, talking about that Vikings testicle drinking earlier has made me think about the greatest movie I've ever watched was called an animated film called Asterix and the Vikings, where the main character Asterix was voiced by none other than Paul Giamatti.
Was it really? That's brilliant.
Oh my god.
I fucking love it. Rest in
All
peace,
right.
Paul Giamatti.
He's not dead.
Oh, is he not?
We ruined his career today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe we did.
His fucking career's dead
All right.
after all
Hey,
those
I
movies.
just let it be said, I think he is a good actor. So
I
All right,
like him.
everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We'll talk to you again. Take care.
Bye.
Bye guys.
you like him.
Nice. All right, guys. Thanks, YouTube, for watching.